welcome to the channel with Jabo. And today we have a very interesting firearm. And I know a lot of people say that, but this is in fact a very interesting firearm. And this is the AutoOrdnance Trump, the Trump Fight 1911A1. And I have the owner's manual here. Who cares about that, right? It's just your basic same manual that you get with all of Kahr Firearms Group, AutoOrdnance or Thompson handguns. Of course, you get the lock that makes noise in these videos. And we have the chamber flag, which is a zip tie. In case you want to come up with something on yourself to use as a chamber flag, just use a zip tie. It's like that. This magazine goes to a Taurus, but it's an extended magazine, 8 rounds. Works just fine in this because we have the wonderful firearm. This is a great firearm. Comes with a stainless steel magazine, just one. I'll stick that in there for now. So anyway, let's get this out of the way. It's a pretty nice case that you get, as you can see. I also got one with the other Trump handgun. So, what do we have here? Well, I wanted to kind of like go through and get some of the details on this. On the grip here has a scene from the Butler, Pennsylvania assassination attempt with Trump's hand in the air, fist fight. And so remember, this coming election, if you haven't voted already, make sure you go vote. Vote, vote, vote. Fight, fight, fight. So anyway, it says, God bless America here. And this firearm, it kind of looks like when you get it, it's like, oh, what is that? What is that defect? Well, it's not. It's part of the flag being screen printed on here, or however they did this, laser etched. It's not printed on there, so I think that's laser etched. Maybe there is some printing, I can't really tell. It's the same color as this printing here, where it says 47th POTUS, okay? It's being presumptuous. And on this side, 45th POTUS. But again, you have these marks right here that are not marks. It's part of this design. So if you see photos of it online and you see that, now you'll know what that is. Then, of course, we have the Trump face on here with the blood. So there's no color on here, basically, except this gold. It's almost like a flat dark earth color, but it's kind of gold. And it's not like gold metallic, but it's kind of a gold color. That makes sense? So we got God Bless America here as well. That's etched in there. You can feel it. It's raised. It's actually recessed. It's stamped or cut in there, however they do that. So, this was a very excellent shooting pistol. And got the tactical sights on here, which has kind of a U notch. I don't know if you can get a shot of this. Hopefully that will show up, so you can get a general idea. Anyway, so we have the beaver tail here, the extended one, like for competition shooting. It's really comfortable. It also allows you to do things like, we'll check this first, even though I already checked it, verify it's not loaded. But anyway, back to the firearm. Now you'll notice on this side where he has his fist up, pump, 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 it says on here, don't know if you can see that, Text Pennsylvania to 88022. Trump, Make America Great Again 2024. So it actually has the campaign text number on here. So that's the official text to receive news and info, mostly fundraising. So you'll get about 6 texts a day asking for money because he's getting outraised 4-1, literally. So anyway, really cool features on this. And everything's basically the same. What I do like about AutoOrdnance is you don't have the ambidextrous safety. Now, a lot of people that shoot the opposite hand probably will be upset about that because they'd like to have a safety here. That can be done, or it can't be done, or it can be done. But you'd have to, not with this, this current setup, the way it comes is just on one side, but it has the slot in the grip right here. So you can swap it over with one. So it would be possible to flip that over. And I'm sure Kahr Industries, who sells parts on their website, would have those parts available. So there's nothing different with this as far as 1911s go, other than having the slide that is weight reduced or vented. And so it came pretty much sighted somewhat, but it was shooting to the left. It was with 2 different brands of ammo. And one brand was shooting a smidge high, but that was the ammo. But anyway, got one of these tools, which is a cool tool to get. And you put your slide in here. You adjust everything for your slide that you're using. And it's a pushing tool. So instead of banging the crap out of your sights, you put it in here and then you just crank this and you increment your sight where you want it when it's dovetailed really tightly. So that's a very cool tool to have. And also you can flip this around. So for this type of sight, it's square. Then sometimes you'll have one that's angled. So when it's angled, you can use this other side by flipping it. Very cool tool. We've already used it a couple times already, replacing a front sight and rear sight on a Canik pistol with a more tactical sight. So it was pretty easy to do with this, actually very easy. Highly recommend getting one of those, a sight pushing tool. This one was around 60 or 70 bucks on Amazon. Works very well. So if you see one of these and you want to get one, it's a good quality item. It's very heavy, solid, and I would recommend it. So anyway, that's the only adjustment we had to do on this. Now, the other thing I want to talk about on this, this, by the way, is all recessed and etched. So that's not like a paint on the finish that's going to wear off easily. And but like I said, this is a stainless steel pistol, and it has a coating on it, Cerakote. So this will be an easy pistol to have wear marks on. And unfortunately, this thing shot so well, it's probably not going to be a case clean. It's going to get used. But hey, you know, to each his own, to each their own. Has a skeleton trigger, and it has the little set screw in there. You put an Allen wrench in there, hex key, and you can adjust your trigger to where you like it. Currently, you put your finger on it. There's no creep. So I'll cock this again. And very gentle. I would say that's, in my opinion, I haven't really checked it. I don't have one of those tools to check that, but best guess from shooting a lot of firearms, like for example, the Smith & Wesson SD40 VE that I actually like to carry. It's a very good firearm. It shoots great. It runs flawlessly. And We got lint in there from carrying it. But this trigger is a pretty good pull, okay? You got to be really sure what you're going to shoot. Now, this one is, I'm guessing between 3 and 4 pounds. That's just my guess, just from the feel of it. I do have another one of these, Trump 45, the Make America Great Again, which I have a video or 2 on this channel shooting it and a review of it if you're interested in that. And I didn't want to mix it into this video, but I'm going to do kind of a, try to do a view where you can see more detail. And you have the textured grip right here. It's a very nicely made pistol. Good quality, feels good, it's balanced. And it is one of those types that you need a tool for the guide rod plunger. And the bushing on here was very tight. It was very difficult to, because you push this down, plunger, swing the bushing over that way, take your plunger out, take your spring out, and then you got to push the plunger back this way, the bushing. Then when you get the bushing over here, because of the notch that's in the slide, you'll have a place to pull it out. Well, this damn thing had a very difficult time loosening up to be able to do that. But after working it a few times, I was able to get it out. But it's still going to be stiff next time when it has to be cleaned. So you got to be careful with that. So anyway, the sights are really good. You have 2 smaller white dots in the back. It's got a U notch, which a lot of people like. Personally, myself, I'm used to kind of a square notch. The U notch is okay. It's not my preference, but a lot of people really love that. I understand that. And the front dot on the front sight is bigger than the 2 rear ones. It's real easy to find. And the only reason why I don't like the U dot is, to me, I feel like I got to spend more time finding what I'm shooting at. And I'm so used to a square one that I can just put that on target pretty quickly. So again, like with firearms, everything is preference, but by any means, it does not ruin this experience at all. This is definitely not a firearm you'd be carrying, even though that would be very cool. Then we have Trump over here with his fist up in the air, etched in here with the flag behind him. That very iconic moment. And these grips seem to be, to me, it seems like it's either stainless steel or it's aluminum. I'd be able to tell more after taking it off the firearm and feeling the weight of it. But to me, it's either an aluminum alloy, which I doubt, but I think it is just a nice steel grip. Feels very solid. The firearm has a good weight, and it has a very good balance. And there will be a shooting video at the end of this. I'm not going to break this down to show you everything, because basically it's a 1911 A1, okay, 80 series. Everybody should be familiar with that. And I do like the straight mainspring housing. But of course, with 1911s, they're very customizable, but obviously probably would not want to customize this pistol because it is a beautiful limited edition, they said. Originally had ordered this. My brother had ordered this and it was out of stock. Out of stock. They sold out as soon as they got them. Everywhere. Could not find one on the internet anywhere. They all sold. So they got another batch in about a month later. So put the order in, paid for it, and had to wait an extra month. Then when they had them in stock, they sent them out. This one did come from Missouri Gunworks, I believe it's called. Missouri Guns. I'm not very familiar with them. They were very good. As soon as this came in stock, it shipped like immediately. So they were very good with that. And so there you have it. It's an absolutely gorgeous pistol. And if you're on the fence about getting one, if you can get one, I would recommend getting one. It is a fantastic shooter. It's a beautiful pistol. And I mean, cripes, it's a piece of history. This is a piece of history. I think we're going to witness something historic this year. And, you know, this is one of the most iconic photographs taken probably since Iwo Jima, or when the Victory in Europe Day or Pacific, I think it was the VE Day, where that guy in Times Square, that sailor, tipped that nurse over and planted a kiss on her. That was a very famous photograph. So I think this is going to be one of the most historic photographs in American history. And the poor SOB that works for the New York Times, who took the photographs, award-winning photographer, he has not done anything with it because they're telling him not to help Trump before the election. And he takes the most iconic photograph ever, and he can't even use it. I mean, can you imagine? Because then you will be a racist, transphobe, or whatever the hell that they call people these days that vote for Trump. I voted for Trump already. I hope you do too. This is a beautiful pistol, and my brother, who bought this pistol, also voted for Trump. So vote for Trump. Hope you enjoy this. Stick around right now for the shooting video, and it's a short shooting video, and maybe you'll see better views in the sunshine of this, where you can see more detail. But thank you very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this. The barrel is perfect. Everything's perfect on this. Very good quality pistol, and all of AutoOrdnance pistols of the newer generations, not the old stuff from the 80s or 90s or whenever that was, when it was junk, but Kahr Industries bought the name AutoOrdnance, and they make top quality firearms. So thank you very much for watching, and enjoy the video for shooting. Bye-bye.
I'm going to shoot the small one.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the AutoOrdnance Thompson Donald Trump Fight 1911 A1. We have the this is not the magazine that comes with it. This is just what we have here. It's a Kahr, and it's an extended extra round, but it's compatible with all your magazines. Comes with the stainless steel magazine. I'll do a tabletop review of this on this video as well. So you'll have all this information, but this is a great pistol. As you could see from about 15 yards, you can see it's pretty accurate on there. And on the smaller one, in the video you just saw, it's a great shooter. And the AutoOrdnance firearms are really good, and proudly made in the USA. So this is probably going to be a case queen, and simply because we have a firearm that has a coating on it on stainless steel, and it'll be very easy to damage the paint, which it isn't paint, but you know what I mean. And so we will take care of that. But here it is in its beauty right here. An absolutely fine, beautiful pistol with some really nice and some nice sights. All right, we're going to take some shots with some Sellier and bullshit bullets, Not the best ammo to use for accuracy, but these should run okay in here. 45s sometimes are not very fussy. So anyway, we're going to take some shots with the Trump fight, 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 fight. Vote, vote, vote. Fight, fight, fight by voting, voting, voting. All right, I got the stainless steel magazine. I have a round chambered already. So I like shooting these with one hand. You can see it's a very excellent shooter. Now we're going to have an extended magazine from a different firearm. This is a Kahr for a Taurus. Very good shooter. And this trigger is really amazing because it's set where there's no creep. It just shoots. It's got a perfect break, and there's no take up and there's no creep. Excellent, excellent trigger. And so I hope you enjoyed this pistol. This is one of the better ones. I can tell you honestly from shooting it. It's got a really nice feel. It's balanced, and it's an enjoyable pistol, which will probably go back in its case now just to be admired by looking at it. So anyway, thank you very much for checking out the AutoOrdnance Thompson Trump Fight, Fight, Fight pistol.